She's a strange-looking and a laughingstock, but her noble status, the Duke's wife, has a thing for her. The Duke's wife wants to take her to the palace to perform for the Queen. If she's praised by the Queen, not only will she be able to get rid of her poor life, but she'll also be able to change the fate of this world. However, the Duke's wife is surprised that the laughingstock has rejected her. I love to flatter the rich, but you refuse. I love you, but you dare to reject me. This is the world I belong to, madam. Your presence here is an insult to the nobility. Go back to your paradise. On this day, the night guard caught a pirate leader who tried to assassinate the Queen. Just when he was about to be executed, he told the Queen about Gawain Plain. It's a big deal. They rushed to tell the Queen about it. The Queen was very happy to know that the Duke's child was still alive. She quickly ordered people to find out where Gawain Plain is now. Answer in the name of Gawain Plain. It's me. In the name of His Majesty the Queen, please follow me to an audition with a judge of the Supreme Court. Thus, Gawain Plain followed the Queen's guard to the palace. She inherited her father's title and had endless wealth. However, she didn't get the respect she deserved here, but only endless laughter and contempt. The blind woman, Katie, heard their laughter and told the crooks that they were pretending to respect you. This is not ours. But Gawain Plain said they were highly educated and would accept me as I am now. The adoptive father asked her if she was blind and couldn't see all this. However, now she can't hear anything. She told the adoptive father that I don't have to wear a mask to show my identity now. Everyone will respect me. You bit into the fruit of gold. You're going to spit out the mouth of ashes. Well, cousin, since we're cousins now, let's follow the protocol. The appearance of the Duke's wife made the blind woman very uneasy. As expected, the Duke's wife came to her and mocked her. She was like a self-indulgent moth and thought she was going to burn herself to ashes. When the ball was about to end, the maid served red wine for Gawain Plain. She thanked the Queen for restoring her status. However, the scene where she was drunk appeared again. Because she couldn't open her mouth, all the wine flowed out of her mouth. Fortunately, the Duke's wife took action in time to ease the awkward atmosphere. That night, the Duke's wife had her as she wished and said to her affectionately that we were a natural couple. They all laughed at you for being a strange smiley face. However, this is what I like best. The blind woman and the Duke's wife were still waiting for her in the palace. The butler ordered them to send her back, but the blind woman insisted on seeing her before she left. In order to break them up, the butler led the way and asked her to see Gawain Plain. Only when she was dead would she feel at ease to be his concubine. The blind woman sneaked in a hurry. When she heard the two people recording the drum, her heart was broken. She was crazy and wanted to get out of this place that made her extremely sad. However, she couldn't see the way and accidentally went to where the servants were working. The servants saw that she was alone and surrounded her without good intentions. The Duke's wife heard her calling and rushed in with a handkerchief to reprimand the servants. In the morning, the butler who sent the blind woman and the Duke's wife back left a letter to Gawain Plain for the butler. The letter said that we know that you are kind and haven't been awakened. We will stay here for 4 weeks and wait for you. We know that you will come back. After reading the letter, the butler told the butler that he couldn't let the Duke know, because he knew that if Gawain Plain left, his position as a butler would be over. When Gawain Plain woke up, he asked the butler which room the blind woman and the Duke's wife were in. He wanted to see them, but the butler lied that he stayed overnight, but they still insisted on leaving. After saying that, he handed over the fake letter he had just written to her. We no longer belong to the same world, each to his own home. One and the two must continue to be ours. I prefer the company of the saint, Imbank to that of the marquis. Dia can't equal us with a duchess. Let's leave. It's better this way. Gawain Plain couldn't understand why they were so cruel to leave Gawain Plain alone, but he didn't know that the butler was behind all of this. He found the Duke's wife and wanted to tell her about his sorrow, but when the Duke's wife saw him, he was like a different person. He didn't even say a word to Gawain Plain, but Gawain Plain didn't realize that his change had caught up with him. Last night, I wanted everyone to know how abject I can be. I want them to prostrate in front of me more today. I know you love me. In your own way, I can have all the men I want.